Let me start with something that genuinely made me stop and think about what flying is even supposed to feel like anymore. The Phantom 3500 is a private jet that throws out nearly every convention of modern business aviation and starts fresh. The most jaw-dropping feature is the windowless cabin, no windows at all. Instead, the entire interior is lined with digital display panels that show a live, virtual view of the outside world in stunning clarity, without the glare, the heat, or the structural compromise that real windows create. That seamless fuselage is what allows this jet to reach a top speed of 1,470 km per hour, with a range of 5,926 km. It burns significantly less fuel than comparable jets, while offering more interior space and a smoother ride at 51,000 feet above weather and commercial traffic. Demo flights are planned for 2027, and at an estimated $18 million, it is actually priced below many of the jets it intends to outperform. This is not an upgrade, it is a complete reimagining of what a business jet can be. Now imagine trading that jet cabin for open air at 200 km per hour. The Airbike is a jet-propelled flying motorcycle, and the first time I saw footage of this thing moving, I genuinely could not believe it was real. No propellers, no wings. Just a motorcycle-shaped machine lifting off the ground and flying on raw jet thrust, piloted by 2 joysticks and kept stable by a sophisticated proprietary stabilization system. It hovers, it rotates in place. It gives the rider a full 360-degree view because there is no frame caging them in. The creator behind it, the same inventor responsible for the Jetson 1, built this specifically to feel like riding a superbike through the sky. It weighs almost nothing for a flying vehicle, thanks to carbon fiber and 3-dimensional printed components throughout. Expected to cost around $120,000, this machine is the flying motorcycle that science fiction promised us for decades. From personal flight to orbital missions, because apparently that is where we are headed now. The Dassault Aviation Vortex is a fully reusable spaceplane from the makers of the Rafale fighter jet. Dassault presented this at the 2025 Paris Air Show, backed by European Space Agency support. And what they described is essentially a next-generation shuttle that launches atop a rocket, performs missions in orbit, and then lands on a conventional runway, just like a commercial aircraft. The full crewed version will measure 12 meters long, carry up to 4 tons of cargo into orbit, support scientific research, deploy and recover satellites, and operate as an autonomous orbital platform. Civilian and military missions are both on the table. The first suborbital flight is expected in 2028, and this program signals that Europe is serious about owning its own path to space with fully reusable technology. Staying in the realm of things that push boundaries, but coming back down to earth and onto the water, the SP-80 is one of the most exciting engineering projects happening right now. This Swiss team built a kite-powered catamaran with one single goal in mind: breaking the world sailing speed record. The design looks absolutely nothing like a traditional sailboat. There is no mast. A massive kite of up to 50 square meters captures the wind from one side, while a submerged foil blade on the opposite side prevents the boat from flipping or lifting out of the water. 2 pilots work in perfect coordination, one steering the hull and one managing the kite, experiencing enormous opposing forces during every high-speed run. The boat has already reached 96 kilometers per hour. The team is pushing toward 121 kilometers per hour to officially claim the record. It is an extraordinary example of what obsessive engineering and a small, passionate team can accomplish. Back on solid ground, the Green Rock Dog Sidewinder 5 is the kind of off-road vehicle that makes you question whether normal terrain even matters anymore. This custom-built buggy is powered by a 1.9-liter Volkswagen turbo diesel engine paired with a 4-speed automatic transmission, and its most insane feature is how dramatically it can reshape itself while moving. The wheelbase stretches and compresses on the fly. The ground clearance adjusts hydraulically depending on the obstacle ahead. All 4 wheels steer independently, meaning this machine can slide sideways, crab walk diagonally, and twist itself into positions that regular vehicles could never survive. It was built by a Nebraska inventor who simply wanted to see how far off-road capability could be pushed, and the result looks and moves like a mechanical spider conquering terrain that nothing else can touch. Moving from land to water in the most stylish way imaginable, the 850 Phantom Air is what happens when Porsche and Austrian shipyard Frauscher decide to build an electric sports boat together. The powertrain is taken directly from the Porsche Macan EV, delivering 544 horsepower through a single electric motor. The cockpit features a genuine Porsche 911 style steering wheel, sport seats, and 5 analog gauges that feel unmistakably like sitting inside one of the brand's road cars. It seats 7 passengers, hits 85 km per hour, and can cover significant distances quietly and without a drop of fuel. There are 4 driving modes, including a Sport Plus setting for when you really want to feel the instant torque of electric power on the open water. With a price of around $672,000, this is an exclusive machine built for people who want Porsche performance with their feet on a teak deck. Shifting from the ultra-premium to the surprisingly accessible, the Weepsonic X is an electric scooter that takes performance far more seriously than its category suggests. Dual motors combine to deliver 8 kilowatts of peak output, pushing this thing to 129 kilometers per hour. The Samsung lithium battery gives it a range of 100 kilometers per charge. The frame is precision cut from aerospace-grade aluminum, not molded or cast, which means the structural quality is genuinely exceptional. Front and rear hydraulic brakes, oil shock absorbers, and 13-inch tubeless tires keep it stable at speeds where most scooters simply should not exist. At around $9,900 and built entirely by hand in South Korea, the Sonic X is a serious performance machine disguised as a commuter vehicle. Right alongside it in the premium electric scooter space sits the BMW CE04, which approaches the category from a completely different angle. Where the Sonic X is raw performance, the CE04 is about refinement and technology. The massive 10.25-inch TFT display gives you full navigation, connectivity, and vehicle data at a glance. Seats can be customized and optionally heated. It charges from a standard 220-volt home outlet, hits 120 km per hour, and delivers a range of 130 km. At $16,542, it is the scooter for the person who wants their daily commute to feel genuinely premium. The NV1 electric hydrofoil boat takes the concept of smooth water travel to a completely different level. Dual motors produce 330 horsepower, pushing the hull to 80 km per hour with a range of 130 km. What makes it truly extraordinary is the automated foil adjustment system that recalibrates the underwater wings 250 times per second, reading water conditions faster than any human reaction time to deliver a ride so smooth it feels disconnected from the ocean entirely. Starting at $400,000, the NV1 is for the person who wants to fly above the water without ever leaving it. And saving the most visually outrageous for last, the Hyundai Insteroid is a rally-inspired concept car built on the foundation of Hyundai's compact electric Insta model. Cyberpunk aesthetics run through every surface, from the widened, aggressive body to the 21-inch track-optimized wheels. Inside, a stripped-out cockpit with a full roll cage, bucket seats, 5-point racing harnesses, and a dedicated drift mode makes its intentions absolutely clear. This machine was born to be sideways, loud, and unforgettable.